Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. So, do me a favor before we get started. I need for you to hit this like button. If you are not a subscriber, I need for you to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you won't miss the episode. Also, I have a link below that I need for you to look at and share it. Right? Okay, so today we're going to talk about assets. There are four asset classes, and just think throughout your whole life of school. Did you hear anyone teach on assets, what an asset is? So, this is important information to transfer to your child or anyone you know that may be younger than you, just to teach them what the basics is as far as what an asset is. Because basically, you can go through the whole school system and no one will teach you about assets. So, that's what I'm going to do real briefly. If you already know, this would just be a reminder. So they're broken into four classes. There are four asset classes. Number one, a business. So a business, anything that puts money into your pocket. So an asset is considered anything that puts money into your pocket. So business, any kind of business, anything that you're interested in, any area, any career. This is a business that you created, or it could be a business that you bought. But this is an asset class, a business, puts money into your pocket. Business. Number two, an asset, real estate. So generally, owning your own home, that is not considered an asset. That's considered a liability because you are taking money out of your pocket every month to pay a mortgage. However, if you own real estate as investment property, and this real estate is generating income for you, this is another asset class. This is real estate. So, the majority of wealth for most people is in your home, and that is through appreciation. If it's an investment property, it is through the rent that you're receiving, also tax advantages. So that is the second asset class is real estate. So we have a business, we have real estate. The third asset class is paper assets, and that's stocks. That's getting into the stock market. So some people find out about the stock market early, other people find out about the stock market late, and then some people never find out about the stock market at all. As you've noticed, the stock market is nowhere in the school system. So generally, people either get this from their household, they're taught in the household, or they get it on their own. So that's number three. That's paper assets. That is the stock market. So when you enter into the stock market, you are making compound interest. Your money is making money just because it's there. Compound interest, it's compounding on itself. So you got business, that's one class. Real estate, that's a different class. As you know, there's a whole bunch of different types of real estate that you can get into. You can get in residential real estate, commercial real estate, where you're doing apartment buildings, shopping malls, storage facilities. Um, what other kind of real estate? Name it if it comes to mind. There's so many different kinds of real estate that you could get into. So that's business, that's one asset class. That's real estate, that's the second asset class. You have paper assets, which is the stock market, And then the last class is commodities. Commodities. So you know this is definitely not taught in the school system. Commodities. And commodities, there are 3 different types of commodities. You have your soft commodities, you have your hard commodities, and then you have your energy commodities. So the energy commodities we are pretty familiar with. That is things like your oil and your gas. Okay, so the soft commodities, that is agricultural. Um, Examples of soft commodities are wheat, corn, sugar, cocoa. I've heard it pronounced as cocoa, and I always pronounce it as cocoa. So, but those are your soft commodities, agricultural, basically the things that we eat: wheat, corn, sugar, cocoa. So people are buying and selling that as a way of passive income. So that's a soft commodity. When you go over to your hard commodities, examples of those, we are familiar with those. That is your silver, your gold. There's also platinum and iron ore. So people are buying silver, buying gold. People are into platinum and iron ore. Um, if you know anyone who is doing platinum and iron ore, have them email me. All right, so we got our soft commodities, the things you eat. That's a good way to remember that. Soft commodities are things you eat. People are buying and selling those for income. You got your hard commodities, your silver, your gold, platinum, iron ore, and then your energy commodities, the oil, gas. So these are the electricity commodities. So you got your agricultural, which is soft. You got your raw commodities, which are hard. And then you have your energy commodities, oil and gas. So the 4 classes: business, real estate, paper assets, commodities. So when you can go through the whole school system, you can spend your whole life in school and never create a business. You can spend your whole life in school and never buy real estate. You can spend your whole life in school and never get into the stock market. You can spend your whole life in school and never buy commodities. Don't you think that is interesting? Don't you think that's interesting? So these are the basics, something that should probably be taught to a 5-year-old, I would say. What is an asset? If you know a 5-year-old, go to your 5-year-old right now and ask them, what is an asset? So that's like the basic foundation. That's not being taught, that's not being shared. Business, real estate, paper assets, commodities. Don't you think that is interesting? Okay, so after you have the basics and you're beyond the basics, which asset class do you have? Do you have a business? If not, are you working on one? Do you have real estate? If not, are you working on buying a property? Do you have paper assets? If not, are you in the stock market? Do you have commodities? If not, are you interested in getting in on some of the commodities? Which one of the 4 classes are you in? Which one? Are you in one? Are you in 2? right? So I find that to be very interesting. One more time, the four asset classes: business, real estate, paper assets, commodities. And that's what they don't want you to know. All right, do me a favor. I need for you to hit this like button. If you're not a subscriber, I need for you to hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss the episode. Leave a comment. And before you leave, go check out this link below and share the link. There's something big getting ready to get exposed. All right. I've been trying to expose it for years. Check the link below and share it. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your night.